Danielle Noyce here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network Pattern Predictions. A look at the next 2 weeks of weather. Quickly before we begin, we've made the change to golf for our 1 Degree Outside enthusiasts. If you want to be at the top of your golf game, all things weather, check it out, golf.1degreeoutside.com and membership.1degreeoutside.com for all the details on our other membership levels. Thank you for your continued support. Jet stream, let's start with that. It steers storms and it acts like a thermostat, right? Where is it pointed? Well, this week over the central United States into the Midwest with some cool shots of air behind it. We are in this ridge, this bump up, which means some record-breaking highs, actually. The mid-Atlantic, the southeastern United States, a little feel of summer for some of us here in New England over the course of this week. Then we get a little shot of cooler air that dips in for Marathon Monday and the start of school vacation week. But it's brief. Notice what happens after that. Another bump up in the jet stream with some relative warmth that comes in, though there will be multiple disturbances that come by as well. Shots of cooler air at times and some renewed backdoor fronts that will come in, kind of classic spring here. So what you'll notice in the daytime highs for a New England wide average is it really is a feel of summer at times over the course of this week. The 14th, the 15th through the 17th, I'd bump things down a little bit on Thursday because there will be a backdoor front. The timing of that critical, of course, right? Eastern New England, when we shift that wind on shore, will get cooler. We may bump back up briefly on Friday and then in the 60s for the upcoming weekend before that shot of cool air comes in. So for Marathon Monday, a tailwind, cooler air behind it, temperatures right around 50 degrees, the coldest day of the next 2 weeks, and then back up to near seasonable levels, although there will be some days where it fluctuates, warmest inland, coolest at the coast with sea breezes. Similarly, overnight lows will be fairly mild this week, running in the 50s, some upper 40s. Of course, the New England wide average a little cooler in northern New England. A lot of questions about frost, of course, and it does look like we're not out of the woods just yet. We'd get a cold morning for Monday, the 20th, and Tuesday especially. 32 for a New England wide average, obviously. Frost, even mid-30s is possible. So there's a cold stretch here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we're back up into the lower to perhaps middle 40s. What about precipitation? Well, at the jet stream focused in the central United States, that's going to mean rounds of thunderstorms at times, all the way from eastern Texas, stretching back up into the Midwest and east to the mid-Atlantic. So the overall picture shows a lot of precipitation in the eastern half of the country. For us here at home, there's pretty good agreement that northern New England sees 2 to 4 inches of rain and southern New England sees about 1 to 2 over the coming 10 to 14 days, which would put at us near average in terms of precipitation, perhaps slightly below in far southern New England. And predicted snowfall, no, we're not done yet. Saturday, for the start of the weekend, portions of the Midwest and the northern plains with that cold air coming in may have a few inches of snow on the backside of that storm, stretching into central Canada. And then for us, we may get some snow in the mountains for Sunday night into Monday as some of that colder air comes back too. So one thing I think you are going to notice in the app is a little bump up in terms of the percent chance of precipitation in the coming days, because it's pretty high. It's like a 40 to 60% chance. Keeping in mind, that does not mean it's raining the whole day, but it's a little unsettled this week with multiple disturbances around warm fronts and then a backdoor front, then the warm front comes back in. So kind of like last week where we had days that featured pockets of rain, some showers, then the sun would break out, then you may get a shower in the afternoon. Sunday, it is a higher risk, but again, not raining the whole day. We may time things out so it comes in late Sunday, Sunday night, and then the colder air comes in behind, but it's a drying wind. So actually much of the school vacation week will feature a fairly low chance of precipitation, maybe a few showers here or there, and then it does bump up a little bit as we head into April 24th and the weekend of the 25th and 26th at about a 30 to 40% chance of precipitation coming back in, but fast-moving disturbances that come by. Track it all, of course, in our free 5-star weather app, the one-stop shop for everything. You get our membership opportunities on there, our swag, the videos right at the top, and don't forget our 24/7 streaming network, always at 1degreeoutside.live. And if you want to watch on TV, just open up the YouTube app and search 1 Degree Outside Weather. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.1degreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.